studio. We in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio.
So, why am I saying this? I don't know.
Indeed.
I'm saying this because I think too many times we have people that put their values in the wrong places. And again, if you look at money as a tool versus a end all to be all, you will will use it more effectively. You will control it and it won't control you. But what happens is, you got that, when you're young, you're out here trying to get the fast money, and young boys out on the block, they selling, whatever they doing, trying to get fast money. But what I've noticed, even when I was young, is like, I saw, family members, doing their thing, but they ain't really have nothing. They had money in their pocket, but driving a hoopty. They had money in their pocket, but still live with their mom. They had, it's like, so you getting fast money that you can't even, that doesn't even sustain your life. You got a chain around your neck, you got, the gold teeth and all the other stuff that you want to do, but you can't live off of that. But you looking at it from the sense of, I got money in my hand, I got money. That's not sustainable money. So you really don't have anything. You just made a couple of dollars but you value the money over the value of even life in most cases. And your life, because what happens is chasing that money in that way never gave you peace because you're looking over your shoulder the whole time. Because you wondering who's going to try to rob you or who's going to try to, take you out so they can have your corner, all that stuff. So money is not giving you peace. Even if you look at some of these superstars that they make millions and billions, got $1 billion, and yet their life is trash. They got people, nobody like them. People just around them for their money. They got the law coming after them because the people that they got helping them with their money don't take care of it the right way, and they ain't learn how to do it. There's no peace and no joy that came with that money. So if you're going to have the money, which is fine, I'm not telling you don't go make your money, but you got to find a peace for your life and a joy for your life so that the money can be used effectively. And that you're not worrying about, well, they talking about me over here and they trying to get at me over here and they trying to do this, the FBI coming at me, this coming at me, the IRS coming at me. No. Your peace and your joy and your wisdom will help you overcome all of that stuff. But people get money, but then they're always searching for something else. So they paying for all this stuff. I'm paying for the parties. I'm paying for the girls, for the dudes. I'm paying for all this stuff because I got money. But what I'm searching for is some joy and some peace. And money will not buy those things for you. Money is never going to put a joy in your heart. Money will give you a little happiness, but that ain't joy. That ain't sustainable. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes with whatever you're doing. But it won't, money won't give you peace. Money will not do those things for you. So what you have to find is, where am I placing my value? Am I placing more value on that dollar? Or am I going to place more value on who I am and the person that I'm trying to become, and my connection with God, my connection with my family? Am I doing those things so that I can enjoy the money that I do make and have peace with the money that I make? Again, and I know this might sound, for some people, especially if you're struggling right now, the last thing you want is somebody to tell you don't need money. And that's not what I'm saying. I am not telling nobody they don't need money.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
You need money.
I'll check the comments.
Yeah. You need money, people. I ain't gonna tell you don't need money. But you need to make sure that you know how to handle the money and not let the money handle you. So you need the money. But if you are in a place where you're struggling and you're trying to survive, I always tell this story about my mom. My mom used to, make sure she paid her tithes and gave offering. And I'm like, well, we ain't got no money. We got, nothing in the house to eat. We struggling. And she keep giving money to the church. But what she was doing was she was paying forward what was going to come back to her. And I never understood how, until later, when I look back over my life, it was like, yo, it was so many blessings that I received because of what she did. She wasn't looking at the money as the thing that was going to bring her joy and peace in her life. But what happened was, by her doing those things, we got free health care. And I don't mean from the government. I mean, I wasn't sick, so I got free health care. That's what I mean by free health care. I was never sick. I was never, I didn't have to go to the doctor. My clothes, again, they weren't the best, but they lasted. We were able to get through some stuff. So, I mean, it was tough times, but it was also joyous times, because I knew that I was going to be in an environment where my mom loved me, where she was going to, make sure that she gave me the things I needed as much as she could. But no matter what, I was going to come in the house and I was going to have some peace and some joy. So when I got older, that's what I was chasing more than anything else. And that's what I received. When I walk into my house, I got peace. I got some joy. And that comes from my relationship with my wife and my kids, and most importantly, my relationship with God, of course. But that peace that peace and that joy was so much more important than the money. But don't get me wrong, people, you need money. So if you don't got no job, go get you a job. You need a job. You need to make some money.
But Rob said money is it's fleeting and it's not that important.
That's not what he said. He didn't say it wasn't important. He said you need to understand how you use money and don't let money use you. But money can't use you if you don't have no money. You can't use money if you ain't got no money. So you got to get some money, people. Don't be that dude, all right? Don't be that woman that just say, "Oh, I'm good." No, come on, we gotta work. We gotta work. Don't work, you don't eat. All that good stuff. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you learn many money management skills if you don't have them. You got to be able to handle your money. Whatever amount you have, you got to be able to manage it. If that's $10, you need to manage how to manage that $10 to make it last as long as it can last. If you got $10 million and you can't manage it, it will go away over the weekend. Manage your money. Learn to manage your money. And then understand that money has a value, but it's not more valuable than you and your relationships.